Hi everyone, my name is Desiree Versa, and today I'm just going to tell you a little bit about my religion because I feel like that's a big source of who I am and really reflects my personal culture. So I'm pagan, and there are a lot of different branches of paganism. There's Celtic paganism, voodoo, eclectic, you know, but the particular branch of paganism that I practice is called Hellenistic polytheism, which is a form of neo-paganism or new paganism in which you strictly worship Greek deities and no gods of any other pantheon. So, in Hellenistic polytheism, even within this branch of paganism, there's different ways to practice. Some people believe that the gods are real and worship them as if they were real and try to follow as closely along as ancient Greeks worshipped the gods. But the kind that I practice has the idea that the gods may or may not be real, but whether they are or not, we take their characteristics, their powers in that, and we take all that and we personify it in the form of those gods. So I think I'm gonna tell you, no, not I think, I know. I don't know why I said I think, but I'm gonna tell you about my patron deities. And patron deities are just gods that you feel the most connected to, that you need the most guidance from, and just the gods you feel the most personally attached to. But I'm gonna tell you about mine, and I'm going to show you different artifacts I have for each of them that I keep on my altar. So first I'm going to start out with Aphrodite, goddess of love and beauty. She teaches me about self-love, self-care, and how to have healthy platonic, romantic, sexual, etc. relationships with other people. I have a lot of rose quartz on my altar, but this is the biggest piece that I have. And rose quartz represents pretty much everything that Aphrodite does. Love, self-love, care, that kind of thing. I also have freshwater pearls on my altar, and if you know about the birth of Aphrodite, you know that she was born from the sea. So artifacts from the sea are often associated with her, such as shells and pearls. Pearls represent fertility in the same way that Aphrodite represents fertility. Next is the god Ares. He is the god of war. And when I was younger, I had a lot of anger management issues. So he kind of teaches me to pick and choose my battles while simultaneously not letting people step all over me. And on my altar, he is represented by diamondback rattlesnake fangs. And poisonous snakes in general are sacred animals of Ares because they represent ferocity, rage, and his ability to strike. Finally, I have the god Apollo as one of my patron gods, god of the sun, healing, music, poetry, and a plethora of other things. He, on my altar, is represented by the acacia flower, and acacia, very similar to the rose quartz for Aphrodite, it represents anything you might associate with Apollo. So the sun, healing, masculine energy, and that kind of thing. He is also represented by my tarot deck because he is, on top of everything else, the god of oracles and divination. So I keep my tarot deck on my altar, and whenever I use it as a way to bond with Apollo. On the topic of tarot decks, I also keep grimoires, which are books where you record information about your practice. Some people have one, some people have several. I certainly have several because I could not keep track of one. And I've actually restarted mine. I have a couple of old ones that are just kind of ratty, so I decided to start over. This one has information about like different properties of different tools and witchcraft. So candles, the colors of the candles, what they mean, basic crystals, what they mean, what they can be used for, that kind of thing. I also have one for my tarot cards. And basically what I do whenever I do a tarot reading, whether it be for myself or other people, I'll write it down. I'll write down the question, the cards that I got. These arrows, those represent whether the card was reversed or upright, the definition of the cards, and then my interpretation of, whatever cards I pulled. So that was basically a quick little rundown of Hellenistic polytheism and neo-paganism. I'm more than willing to answer any questions anyone has. I know it's kind of like surface level information, so yeah, any questions, more than happy to answer. I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you.